It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Water is the most important thing that we need for our survival today. And here's an interesting fact: only 1.2% of all water in the world is even drinkable unless it goes through a process. David Gilmour, the founder of Fuji, he knew this and he wanted to do something about it. He said, I want to create quality water that is bottled that people can have. And he picked Fiji, because he was in Fiji, by the way. And Fiji is a beautiful place, by the way. It's greenery, there's water. The water comes down through, I think it goes through a volcanic, if I got that right, a volcanic little process. And it's actual clean water. He says, what if I take this water, what if I bottle this and take this pure water and share it with the world? Now, maybe you as a CEO have the same thing. You had this insight, you had this revelation, and you knew the world really needed it, but you faced challenges just like Gilmour facing a lot of challenges as well. And the challenges was, well, how am I going to compete in this market? Number one. Number two, which was even bigger than how do I compete, was wait a minute. It costs so much money to get the water from Fiji all the way through to the average person. I mean, the cost is going to just be phenomenal. So he decided to do something different. He said, you know what? We're going to create high quality water. We're going to build a factory right there near the water source. And when we build that factory, it's going to allow us to keep the water clean, and we're going to have special packaging. We're going to make it look different. We're going to use like a 3D type of bottle and have it have a 3D look to it. Isn't that kind of cool? So his creativity came in, his innovation came in, and he was looking to solve a problem. Now you might be saying, Shay, what's the big takeaway that I can have as a CEO? The big takeaway for you as a CEO is, number one, have a sales system, very important. Number two, have a sales structure, infrastructure in place, which is like the sales system that has a sales infrastructure. But more importantly, solve the problem for the client in such a way you can charge whatever prices you need to charge, because Fiji, last time I checked, it ain't inexpensive water, okay? But it is good water. It has a brand. It has a unique selling proposition to it, which is the messaging in itself. And as a result, Fiji is the juggernaut company that we know today. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Again, my name is Shay Brown. It is an honor and a privilege to be your host today. I'm super excited about what we're going to be sharing. Now, every morning when we get started, we like to start almost the exact same way. And I love to do it because it's an opportunity for us to talk about focus. And here's our belief: if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, you might be saying, why, Shay, why? If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Here's why: because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. What's the point, Shay? The point is sales is serious business. So repeat after me: if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, in addition to that, hit the wrong button. There we go. We have a mantra. And a mantra is a pledge that we make as CEOs to our sales organization. And our pledge every morning is, follow me, follow me, follow me, learn, earn, and return. Learn, earn, and return. So we're going to make this pledge to our sales department that we're going to learn something new. We're going to earn revenue from our existing clients or new clients, and we're going to get new clients or old clients to return. So learn, earn, and return. Matter of fact, repeat after me this mantra, if you will. Repeat after me this mantra. And here's the mantra, by the way. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients in order to get old and new clients to return. So I will learn, I will earn, and I will return. Oh, that's amazing. Now, our main objective, every morning we get together, there's a reason why we get together every single morning, other than you and I having this conversation, and you being in this conversation. But our number one objective every morning is sales progress. We're going to measure, we're going to manage, and we're going to watch the progress as we go. Isn't that amazing, by the way? And then after we look at the progress, we say, wait a minute, there's some roadblocks. There's some hurdles. This is not going to be easy, but it is possible when you stay in this conversation, which is why you're here today. So thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. And then most importantly, to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be profitable and knowledgeable. Go ahead and repeat after me. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a one-page CEO sales plan. Gives you clarity. You know exactly where you're going. It's one page. Number 2 is that you must understand your sales cycle. We talked about the case study today. I like to always repeat the case study because they had a sales cycle, okay? Number 3 is the sales message. And you think about the case study this morning. Was the message clear? Yes. Did it solve a problem? Yes. Did it introduce a unique selling proposition? Yes. Then we must do the same as well if we want to be successful. And then the 5th sales pillar that every CEO must know is they must understand their CEO sales dashboard. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And it doesn't get any better than that, by the way. So welcome again to the CEO Sales Huddle. For those folks that tune in every single morning, I always like to pause and welcome you aboard. We appreciate you showing up. Part of life is showing up. Do me a favor, look right below the video if you're watching live and put hashtag I'm here. Let me know you're in the building. I love to connect with you because you can see me, but I can't see you. Or if you're watching the replay, that's cool. Sometimes you can't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single morning. So you're watching the replay. Do me a favor, put hashtag replay. And for those folks that are watching on one of our on-demand streaming platforms, maybe you got the podcast in your ears right now. We appreciate you so much, by the way. Do me a favor, go over to @IamCheBrown. I read every comment personally. I like to respond. Let us know what you enjoy most and some things that we can do to continue to add even more value to what you're doing now. Isn't that what it's about? So the CEO Sales Huddle, I'm often asked the question, Shay, what is the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? Like why does the CEO Sales Huddle even exist? Well, CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So yes, you're going to sell, but the question is, how do you sell more faster? How do you sell more with less effort, with less energy? And you are able to stay in this conversation as a result of doing that. Well, you're able to do that. Then what's the big why? The big why that we show up every single day is about sales growth. Got it, Shay. It's about accountability. Got it, Shay. And then it's also about consistency. And you may have heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most every single day? They're struggling with consistency. So just the fact you show up today, show up tomorrow, show up the next day, but you stay in this conversation and you will see your sales go up. You'll see the trajectory, especially if you're measuring. That's our number one outcome. But at the end of the day, there's one outcome that I want you to have as a result of being in this conversation. And the outcome I want you to have is $100,000 a month by only spending 15 minutes a day. So how often am I asking you to spend 15 minutes a day? So you're only spending 15 minutes of your day in this conversation. That's 1% of your day to get to the target, which is $100,000 a month of predictable, reliable revenue. So that's $100,000 plus over and beyond whatever you're earning today. That's consistent, predictable revenue coming in as a result of you being just in this conversation. And we stay in this conversation, the magic happens. Isn't that kind of cool, by the way? That's so amazing. Now, there was a huge problem. And I'm really pleased that we're going to be talking about the CEO Sales Dashboard because for so long, CEOs had the big question, which was, what should I or what do I need to look at every day? You've got a lot pushed on your plate as a CEO, but revenue is always at the top, I'm sure, of every outcome. When you do your 3 outcomes every single day, one of those outcomes is related to the sales department. I like to believe that every day. So there's some indicators that we found that worked, that are proven, that are tested, that you can use as well. So we created the CEO Sales Dashboard as a result, as a way of helping you the way of helping you achieve what you need. And the CEO Sales Dashboard has 5 main components. Go ahead and jot these 5 things down in your notes. I want you to have them. I want you to be top of mind to them. You're going to be measuring leads, appointments, offers, deals, and then repeat business. So isn't it kind of cool to know you only got to look at 5 indicators every single day? You ain't got to measure everything. You got to measure 5. So let's go to CEO Sales Dashboard now. If you haven't downloaded, go to ceosalesdashboard.com. You can open it up. That's not what I want. Once you open it up, you should see something like this. There we go. It took me down for a second. And if you scroll down, you see leads, appointments, offers, deals, and then repeat business. So today I want to focus just on deal. So I want you to look all the way across and find today's date. Once you find today's date, come down. How many appointments were set? Got it. How many appointments were run? Got it. How many offers were made? Got it. Now, here's the premise. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So I don't want you to focus so much on, did I do a good job? Did I not do a good job? What does it look like? I want you focusing right now and hear me like you've never heard me before, like you're listening with new ears. If you're watching now what you are, watch with new eyes and say, let me download the CEO Sales Dashboard. Let me measure. Let me manage. And as a CEO, you can then, it's much easier to allocate the resources that are necessary to improve the areas you need to improve. So when you look at offers, how many offers were made yesterday? And then look right below that and look at deals. Now, here's the cool thing that I really like about deals that I think makes it unique and different. With the deals, you can look at 4 categories. You can look at closing. So how many deals were closed? What was the product? What was the revenue? You can insert that in the sheet. That's what makes it so flexible, so you can customize it. And then I have a category because I used to beat myself up. I got a deal or I didn't. Then I started looking at pending deals. And I love pending deals because pending deals have high value. Pending deals are those deals that haven't happened yet. So if it's 0 to 10 days, I'm looking at that. It's been a hot deal. Maybe they got to send me their wire instructions. Maybe they've got to sign the contract. It was sent to them on DocuSign, whatever it may be. But 0 to 10 days, this deal should be done. Then there are warm deals. That's 10 to 20 days, depending on your industry. That's going to take a little longer. Maybe they have to go to, not get something signed off, I would say per se, but maybe they got to wire the money to you. Okay, and the wire payment's going to take 24 to 48 hours. Maybe they want to review the contract one last time. Whatever it may be, you're thinking 10 to 20 days, this is good. Anything over 20 days, I call cold. That means it's going to happen. And before anyone says anything, I understand the fortune is in the follow-up. So it's always about, we're going to follow up with them. I get that. But you're really thinking, you know what, this is going to be a 20-day plus type of situation. They're interested. They want to do it. There's some factors they got to consider. I'm not sure what they are. There's different industries. I don't have time to get into it now. But it's over 20 days. That means the deal's not going to happen. It just means it's going to be a little longer than anticipated. Now, once you do that, you have that. Now, once you review that, here's the benefit. One of the things I like to look at is we don't beat ourselves up. We acknowledge our wins. And one of the things that I want to do differently with the CEO Sales Huddle is make sure that, we don't just get into what didn't work and why it didn't work. We celebrate wins every single day. So I want you to pause for a second. I want you to look at yesterday's results. And I want you to ask yourself, what are you most proud of yesterday? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? Number 3, what's the one thing you want to brag about today for the sales department? Now remember, we're only talking about the sales department. We're not talking about any other department, just in sales. What are you proud of? What do you want to brag on? What was your biggest win yesterday? Powerful people ask powerful questions. That's the philosophy, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. And then we go to the other side. Life's not going to be no rainbows, crystal stairs, not always perfect. So we're going to go look at and say, whoa, what areas do I need to improve in, Shay? Good question. Powerful people ask powerful questions. So the question is, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward? And what's the one thing you could do that could just move that needle? You're like, you know what, Shay, if I really stepped up my game, I could move the needle in just this one area. And I want you to make that commitment that you're going to do it now. When now? When now? When now? When's the right time to get started? Now. It's now the clock time. We'll overcome those hurdles. With that being said, my message of the day to you as you're watching is that you're amazing, you're incredible, but you must measure, you must manage, you must be consistent, you must stay the course. Focus. You get where you focus at. Where your energy goes, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So I want you to focus on sales, focus on the next step, and taking your business to an entirely different level by serving more people and having greater impact. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name again is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace, everybody.